Welcome to Autism in Black Live. We are rooted in advocacy, not fear, rooted in truth, not stigma. Here, we center Black autistic voices, uplift Black families, and build spaces that are affirming, unapologetic, and full of joy. Whether you are a parent, professional, or autistic adult, this is your space. Together, we break down barriers and build up community. So grab your seat at the table. We're just getting started. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. I am Maria Davis-Pierre. I am the CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my husband.
What's going on, everybody? You're truly Dr. Barry Pierre, co-founder of AIB. What's going on?
And hopefully you had an amazing weekend and today is treating you right, starting your week off good. Welcome to our Vision to Venue series, where we give a behind the scenes of what it takes to bring our 6th annual Autism in Black conference from the vision to the venue. Our 6th annual conference is happening April 17th through the 19th, people.
Yep, we need y'all there.
Yes, tomorrow will be 2 months away. 2 months till the 6th annual Autism in Black conference. If you are interested, you can join us in person here in West Palm Beach, Florida, or virtual. And you can go to that lovely website that's scrolling across and look at the ticket options and secure your ticket. And before we get into today's topic of the Vision to Venue series, we know that Dr. Barry has what we like to call his church announcement. So let me get my screen ready here because I'm the tech person. And we're going to show you guys. Boom.
All right. So what we need y'all to do, right, first of all, when we first started this thing, I have to look back because I always forget what the actual number was when we first started it. But a goal of ours, especially for those who may not know, with this Vision to Venue series, every episode is posted and hosted on the YouTube channel, the official Autism Black YouTube channel, which is, again, as you can see, at Autism in Black. And so if you miss an episode, what did they say about marketing? What was their vision like? Like, who did they spot like that one week? You can head over to the YouTube channel, because I know, especially on some of these other social media platforms, it may not be as easy to kind of find. And then, it just looks a little bit better from a visual standpoint. So you can head over to the YouTube channel. Our goal is to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of this series. Y'all have been doing an amazing job. Shout out to everyone who has checked in. And not only can you check out the Vision Venue series, you can check out the podcast episodes. You can check out the Mindful Mondays. Mindful Mondays with Maria. So it's a lot of content there. There's a lot of clips, as you can see. We're clipping up the episodes as well. So there's no reason why you have not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell and run our numbers up so we can get to 1,000. We appreciate y'all.
Exactly. There is a playlist for the entire Vision to Venue series, so you can go there for all the ones you've missed, and of course under videos has all of our other great information. But Dr. Barry, we started off when we told them it was 557.
Wow.
And we have 602.
That is amazing. Almost 50 new subscribers since we started this campaign. That's really a testament to how amazing this AIB Autism Black community is. Again, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all for it. And like I said, we plan to do a lot more bigger things, especially for the YouTube channel. It's gonna be kind of like our Autism Black TV. So definitely want to be tapped in over there.
Exactly. So share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you all who have been doing so. We appreciate you. And let's get into Monday's episode. If this is your first time joining us for the Vision to Venue series, we have different themes for each day, and Monday is our Vision Day. So today we're talking about in person versus virtual, and the vision behind that and what it means and how we're intentional on having those different options for different people, because we know that everyone is different and we want you to select what is the best fit for you.
Yeah, and I think it's important, especially when we talk about vision and talk about kind of where we started. For those who don't know, we started almost like from a rap historical significance, right? We started from the back of our trunk, right? So we started with the virtual, right? We started with virtual, right? One, right? Because we were like, all right, I don't even know if someone's gonna show up, and I'd rather be sitting at my house and no one show up than meet at some venue and no one show up. So
Mm-hmm.
we started with the virtual experience, and I think, and Maria definitely touched on it a little bit more, because she kind of mentioned the fact that, you know parents, especially for the parents, right? Parents who are taking care of autistic children, busy professionals. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times, just the level of convenience was there, to be able to just kind of sit at your house, sit in your office, and then just
Mm-hmm.
kind of watch an amazing conference. And we were doing this before it was cool to do things virtual.
Exactly.
Before everyone was doing things virtual, we started with, a virtual format for it, right? Like, what would you say, has been some of definitely the benefits for kind of that virtual experience for the autism Black community?
I definitely think that when it comes to the virtual aspect, the benefits is that you can virtually watch it from anywhere. We are a international organization, so we serve outside of the United States. We've had attendees from Canada, Australia, Kenya, the UK, wherever that you can think of. We've probably had an attendee to attend. And of course, when you're thinking about having that in-person side versus virtual, there's also thinking of travel, the cost, time off, then the caregiving barriers, finding childcare for those 3 to 4 days that you're gone. So I think that the virtual option is convenient for a lot of those barriers that we're thinking about. So,
Mm-hmm.
there are some people who are going to come and we'll see you in person, but we didn't want to leave out the individuals who couldn't do those things. We wanted to make it accessible because we know that we don't gatekeep here and we want this information to get to you. So the virtual option is best for those.
Yeah, no, I love it, and I think it's been one of those things where, when especially because obviously I do a lot of the marketing. We usually talk about marketing on Thursdays. We didn't realize how big the community was, until we put the call out there. Say, hey, come join us.
Mhm.
And we have been pleasantly surprised and continue to be amazed at, the level of penetrance, the organization has had over these years. And it started because we were willing to say, like, hey, come join us, from wherever you're at. come
Mhm.
come join us. And like I said, like Maria said, we got people in the country, outside of the country, who continue to reach out and check for, what we're doing here in this organization.
Exactly. And to talk about who our in person is best for, I think what really pushed us, because like Dr. Berry said, I was comfortable keeping it keeping it virtual because I was scared nobody was gonna show up to the venue. But last year you guys proved me wrong, and this year you're proving me wrong again because the ticket sales have been started, and we are seeing the individuals who are purchasing in-person tickets. So we thank you for that. And when we think about the in-person, what really pushed us was our community really wanting that real-time connection and that community energy. They wanted to feel, because when you come to an Autism in Black conference virtually, you feel that energy through the screens. I mean, the chat is constantly going, and what they wanted is for that energy to be in person so they could feel that and have that community safe space experience. Because for a lot of our attendees, autism in Black spaces are the only spaces they get that at. So
Mm-hmm.
the absolutely right for us to add that in-person experience to it. So you do get that real-time connection, that community energy. You also get access to the vendors there. Our virtual gets access to the vendor links, but of course you can in person, you get your products right there in front of you. It's also for people who learn best in the room as well. Some people need that kind of hands-on learning experience, so you get that in the room, the networking aspect as well. And then we have a lot of community engagement activities that will be happening for our in-person people. And I think we're going to talk about that tomorrow on Operations Day, the difference between all of the ticket levels. That immersive learning experience is happening for those in-person people as well. So those are kind of the, I guess, behind the vision of the difference in learning experience and who we thought would be, serve this purpose for versus this purpose. And we really wanted to make sure that we made a event that was accessible for everyone.
Yeah, and I think especially for our professionals, when you think about even parents as well, a lot of times they want to get out the house, right? A lot of times, they want to have a chance to kind of get away and be in an environment, because some people, and we talk about this a lot, especially nowadays with this kind of work from home mentality. Some people like to work from home. Some people don't like to work from home. So people like to be able to go to a location and then get immersed with amazing teaching, just amazing vibes, amazing energy. And sometimes it's not the same level of energy that they get if they're at home while getting it through the computer screen. Now again, we've done better, right? Because again, we used to have y'all sit in front of that computer screen for hours straight. We're much better now.
We got breaks.
Much better now. So whether you're virtual or you're in person, everyone gets the bathroom breaks, right? Like we've done a much better job at and again that's typically that's what you do when you do virtual. We're like, oh, they're already at the house anyway, they can just get up.
You'll get up when you need to.
Right, not realizing like, no, some people are so locked in that if like they almost hate to have to leave.
Exactly.
Even though we've been providing the replays, they hate to have to leave. So they just locked in. So I forget which one of our conference goers gave us that feedback. But shout out to y'all.
It was
shout out to y'all.
Year 3, y'all in the chat like, we've been attending every year, and please for next year, please have some breaks included. So we had to. I was like, oh goodness. So yes, now we've included not only breaks for of course to take a moment, but we have a sensory room at the in-person site. We're also taking breaks so that there are opportunities to shop the vendors as well. We're making it more intentional to have more of that community connection time. But what I would like to say, there are things that do not change regardless of if you're in person versus virtual. And one of those things is, of course, the mission and the quality of the learning. Whether you are in person or at home or wherever you're tuning in from virtually, you are going to be getting all of the same learning. You're getting access to all of the same sessions. There's not learning educational sessions that are happening in person that virtual people are not getting. So as far as the educational learning across the board, that does not change. And of course, everybody gets access to the recordings for lifetime, whether you are in person or virtual, and everybody gets access to the private conference platform that we will be utilizing this year as well. So irregardless of in-person versus virtual, you get all of those things.
No, I love that. And it's one of those things where you want to, because again, the mission is always making sure that come Monday, you're able to, hear what, Cheryl Poe says, or Maria says, or what I say, or Destiny, Huff, or any of our major, like you're able to hear what they say and be able to apply that come Monday morning. Monday morning, we want y'all at the schools, or Monday morning, we want, Saturday evening, right? We want y'all talking to family members and like, hey, you know what, this is the transition we got to make, right? Like it's all about making these actionable steps uh, to make sure you grow, right? Like, because we don't want to just give you some things and then like, all right, see you at the next event. We want you to be able to take it and then run with it and help improve the life and the livelihood of everyone around us.
Exactly. Dr. Berry always says that we are a conference that, yes, we're going to get all of that, but you're going to leave with actionable steps, tools to put into action Monday morning. No matter if you're advocating for your child, if you're advocating for yourself, if you're advocating for your client, you're going to be able to put those things into place, whether you're advocating at school, at work, in the professional spaces for your clients, wherever you are doing that advocacy work, we are providing those tools for you to be able to hit the ground running come Monday. And we also like to extend the time that you have access to our conference hub, because we know that sometimes there needs to be reminders and pushes to do so. And that connection doesn't just stop come Sunday afternoon when the conference ends. So we like to extend the time that you have access to the hub, to the conference hub, so that you can continue to make those connections with individuals. We've had people who made friends year one of conference, and they're still friends to current present day, because those connections are invaluable when you are in a room or a virtual room with like-minded individuals and you're like, oh my gosh, these are my people. They understand me. They understand what I'm going through or what I'm up against when we're talking about these systems. So we really are very intentional around curating experiences, whether in person or virtual, for our attendees, to make sure that you leave feeling healed, right? Leave feeling refreshed, leave feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not alone in this. I have a community of people who are holding me accountable, a community of people who are like, we're in this with you. So that is a lot of the vision behind having these two different options for our attendees.
Yeah, and there's different format, and over the years we've had a lot of different format changes. We've had a lot of event changes as well, especially for those who've been rocking with us for the summits. So we're always, year to year, just kind of changing and tweaking things, really to kind of help just build that experience for the community. So it's just an amazing effort, and like I said, it takes a lot of work, a lot of energy, but for the community that we have before us as AIB community, it's clearly well worth it.
Exactly. Is there anything else we want to talk about in regards to the vision behind in-person or virtual experience?
No, I think it's a good question, because it is a question we get a lot. As far as is this in person? This is where is it at? It's definitely a question we get throughout the week. On our post or on our ads or something. So I definitely wanted to make sure not only do you understand the where it's going to be, but more importantly the why, right? Because once you understand the why, then everything makes a little bit more sense of why we're doing this, right? Like, why would you do virtual? Why would you do in person? Now you know why.
Exactly. And if you missed our Q&A, not last Friday, but the Friday before, I believe we addressed why we do have our conference in West Palm Beach, Florida. And for those of you who just want to touch on that one again, it's because we live here in West Palm Beach, Florida. So it makes sense for us to have our biggest event of the year in the city that we live in, to make sure that we are providing such an amazing, immersive in-person experience. So we live here, and that's why we have it in West Palm Beach, Florida. For those who missed that. Other than that, tomorrow we're talking operations. So we are going to talk about all different ticket tier options. So if you have been wanting to know what's the difference between general admission and VIP, and what do I get if I'm VIP in person versus VIP virtual. We will be discussing all of that on tomorrow's episode, Tuesday, February 17th. So if you are on the fence about which ticket option you want to choose, make sure to tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, because we are going to be addressing all of that. And I'm looking forward to talking about all of the great things we have in store for every ticket option. So,
oh yeah, that's I think tomorrow's gonna be a good episode. Tomorrow's gonna be a good episode. A lot of questions always geared towards that as well too. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Exactly. So until then, I hope you're having a great start to your week. The summit registration for the Boys Summit has opened. So if you go to that link as well, you'll be able to secure your virtual seat for that summit as well. I want to say that because a lot of you have been asking about that. Summit is completely different from conference. I know there was a little confusion about that, but go to the website, scrolling across the bottom, and you'll be able to get involved with all things Autism in Black, whether it's the conference, the YouTube page, or the summit. So until tomorrow, good people, have a good night.
See ya.